Hey, it's your girl Miss Jennifer. So today I want to show you two DIY wigs, one of which I'm wearing. Today I made both of them with the She brand hair. Now that was a different brand for me to use. I've never used She before. So real quick, I didn't have my videographer with me, so I didn't get to film the process. However, on the next wig, if you guys request, I will film the process. I'm going to still tell you how I did it. I'm going to talk about the hair itself. I'm going to show, I did this one, which is my straight Chinese bang wig, and the other one is a curly deep wave wig, both made with the She hair. Now, I told you guys when I first started making wigs, I used the synthetic wavy hair because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I messed it up. So this time I was like, there's no way I'm going to use synthetic hair on straight hair because it can start to look fake. So I bought a lower priced human hair. So I bought the She. This is a 12 and a 10 inch. I spent about $18 for both packs together. I think the 12 inch was like $10.99, and then the 10 inch was like $7.99. And so it took both packs. This is all that was left after making this wig. I used the whole 12 inch. 12 inches, of course, is at the bottom in the middle. And then this is what's left from the 10 inch pack. And I also made my own closure piece with this. And I'll tell you how I made the closure as well. Okay, let me talk about the hair real quick before I tell you how I made the wig. Of course, like, this isn't virgin or Remy, but it still looks natural. It's still a level of human hair. It's just not your high quality human hair. This is a 1B. What I do like about it, I didn't have to spend a lot of money on it, and it hasn't shed, and it hasn't tangled. So just about 2 weeks. I've had this wig about 2 weeks. I've made it about 2 weeks ago. So it's not any type of tangling. Even at the nape of the neck, I'm not having any tangling. Now, granted, I don't wear this wig every day, but I haven't experienced any tangles, and as you can see, it's very easy for me to run my fingers through it. So, and I'm not getting any shedding, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, so again, it was 1B. So what I did, I do not cut my tracks, and if you don't cut your tracks, I believe that will help you not have shedding, because cutting your tracks can actually cause you to have more shedding than you normally would. Okay, moving forward, what I do is I use a dome cap, and let me show you from the curly wig, which I'll put this on for you later so you can see what it looks like on. But I just use a regular black dome cap. I love using dome caps because with the dome cap, I don't have to put on those irritating little stocking caps or wig caps underneath the wig. They're very breathable and they're comfortable. So what I do before I even start making the wig is I put the dome cap on, line it up perfectly with my hairline, and I just use, you can use whatever you have, but I use some makeup primer to mark where I wanted to lay my closure. I marked the very center so I know exactly where the middle would be, and I marked the sides going down this way. Because of the pattern that I make the wig in, I needed to know where to stop. Okay, so I use a hot glue gun with this, and basically what I do, again, I don't cut the track, so I start from the back and I just lay it around here to where I'm going to go. It's basically to where my marks are on the side, and once I reach that point, I just fold the hair over and start going up to the next row versus the cutting. So that's how I do that. So it's just like how you would lay a track if you were doing a sew in or gluing in with your real hair. I do that all the way up to about here. Once I got to this point, I stopped, and this is the only time I cut the hair. I measured out my bang, and I cut 2 pieces off, and I did 2 layers in the front for the bang. After I did that, at that point, I just start wrapping it all the way around until I got to where I wanted to lay my closure piece. So wrapped it around all the way around until I got to the closure. Let me let you guys know, this is Chinese bang wig, but I don't cut hair very well. So this was a challenge for me, and it came out better than I thought it was because I don't do cutting hair at all. But just the only thing I cut was the front. Everything else is just the natural layer of everything. That's a good thing about doing your own wigs, and one of the reasons I started making my own wigs, because you can go to the salon, or not the salon, but the beauty supply store. Either you don't see a wig you want, or it just don't fit your hair right, and it's just all funny. So I'd rather just make my own wig so I can mark off everything, and it lays and fits my face the way that it needs to. Okay, so about the closure, even though there are a lot of videos you guys can watch, I will tell you how I made this. You will need glue and a flat iron. If you have an extra flat iron, like an older one that you don't really use anymore, that's what I would use. That's what I do, because sometimes it can get messy. Of course, like I said, I was using the hot glue gun method to make my wig. I also use it for the closure. However, if you have the regular black bonding glue, you may want to use the black bonding glue for the closure only, just because when we start heating up the glue from the hot glue gun, the clear glue, it can dry white and hard, and I'll show you what I mean, even though you can pick it out. But so basically, if you never made a closure before, now using a piece of track this small is going to give you a smaller closure. So how much hair track you cut off is just going to be based upon how big you want your closure piece to be. But anyway, what you would do is you would just put your glue along the weft, and then you just roll it up. Once you have your glue on there, just roll it. And you're going to want to put your flat iron on that part first. Well, this is how I do it. Now somebody else might do it different. First, I kind of mash it on the sides just to seal it together. Then once I have that sealed, a rat tail comb is probably better. And just, you're going to kind of just like comb your hair out, just how you would have how a closure would lay, how the hair is going all the way around. Once you do that, you're going to take your flat iron, and you're going to put this on your flat iron and mash the plates down. Basically what's going to happen, let me show you a closure that's already finished. You're just going to keep mashing it down till the tracks get flat. So initially this was probably way out here, and this is some old Bobby Boss hair right here. We're not going to get into that story, but anyway, I have a video on that if you want to hear about that. But this is some old Indie Remy hair, and this weft was a little bit harder to melt. If you're going to use the she hair, it was really easy for me to get the she weft flat on the thing. But anyway, so this basically is what you would end up with. You'll have your flat center, which is where you would glue that down, and you just comb it over your tracks just like you would with any closure piece. So what I mean about using the glue gun with the white glue, and this was the first closure I made, this was just for practice, but you see how that white got in it at the top? I don't like that. So if you have bonding glue, just the black glue, that might be a little bit better for you to use versus the hot glue gun, because it can get a little messy at the root, so you might want it to be the same color as the wig you're making, or maybe I just did it wrong. But anyway, that was my experience. I would prefer to use the bonding glue just for the closure. Okay, so basically, I mean, this is pretty much it. For the Chinese bang wig, I will be right back. I'm going to show you guys the deep wave by the same company, She, and that was a 10 inch. It's 10 inches. I'm going to show it to you, and this one actually is my preferred wig, and this is the one I actually wear all the time. Be right back. Hey, so I'm back. So this is wig number 2, and this seems to be my friends and family's preferred wig on me. Again, this is the She Deep Wave. This is a 10 inch. This is the natural curl pattern that it comes with. Now you can definitely, I think, because I've used a deep wave in another brand before, if you wet the hair, it'll give you that out the shower look, and once it dries, There'll be some shrinkage, so this is 10 inches, so it'll probably be about right here, which I will do later, but right now I'm enjoying this curl pattern. Now what I love about this particular wig is that I can wear it with or without the headband, but I actually like wearing it with the headband simply because I can push the wig back, and when I do a headband I can have my natural hairline exposed right there, and then I just push the wig, you know, farther back on the headband, and I think it makes it look a lot more natural when you have a little bit of your natural hairline showing. And since it's curly, you can get away with that. So this hair isn't super uber soft. Like I'm usually when I go curly, if I do a sew-in, I get Indian Remy. So it's definitely not on that level of softness. However, I'm not seeing like hair all over the floor, like shedding, so that's cool. This was all that was left, and only because I filled in with some other hair. So if you're going to use this hair, get 3 packs, not 2. The only reason why I was able to make it is because I had some leftover moisture Remy Indian hair, and when you wet that hair, it gets curled up. So this side, actually in the middle, has some moisture Remy in it. So I put that in between so that I could close it up with the same, you know, hair, with the she hair, so you're seeing the same on the top and the bottom. Just be mindful again with curly hair, the track, you see all of these holes in it because unlike the straight hair, you know, they curl it, so it's not going to be full all the way across the weft. You're going to have these spaces. So once you put it in, what I did was, since I could see those spaces, I finger combed it and separated the curls so that it would be fuller, and that seemed to work. I used the same exact technique I did to make that Chinese bang wig. The only difference was I did not cut off the bangs. Just still went all the way up. And then when I got to the top, I just went around and around until I closed it up. I still made my own closure. Instead of having the closure dead in the center, I moved it slightly over just a little bit because I knew on this side I wanted a little lift. So that's the only thing I did different. If you guys want me to do a tutorial, comment, let me know. That way I can book my videographer, and this time we can show you me making the wig. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences. If you have any better tips, that's fine, because I'm new to this, but I think I did pretty good for my first 2 full cap closure wigs. So let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences. Let me know if you want me to show you making a different type of wig or a different kind. All comments are welcome. Just keep your criticism, positive criticism, not hateration. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.